Music Cat Liddy Mondays, Liddy Mondays, Liddy Mondays. With Jazzy Cat Liddy Mondays, Liddy Mondays, Liddy Mondays. I know you're looking for something, maybe you'll find right here, babe.
I kid you not.
A Make Your Own Trophy Records production.
Welcome back, everyone, to Musicality Mondays. Today we have local Minnesota-based artist, Southside Nookie. Tell everyone hello.
What it is. It's your boy Southside Nookie. I am 1/5 of the Rooted Society. Checking in. We finna have some fun. Talk about some good stuff.
I like that. That was really good. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So can you tell everyone, tell everyone what you do.
I'm a pianist. No. I wish I was. I'm not that talented. I just know how to put words together really well. I consider myself a poet. I'm a human first, though, but I'm definitely a poet. And I also can put words together on a beat. So I guess you can consider me a rapper of some sorts.
An incredible rapper.
Oh, thank you.
Very amazing lyricist. Oh, yeah.
I really appreciate it. But yeah, I make music. It's my heart and soul. It's my everything. I feel like it's my way for the world to understand me. So I take a lot of pride in, the words that I put out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I could paint a picture pretty well with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was out there for a second because I wanted to remember this just right. I don't know if I'm going to do this for every episode, but notice how there's a whole bunch of yellow in here.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with cheese. So, do you know what line that I'm going to bring up? I'm going to give you a second.
I think I got an idea, but I'm going to let you say it.
Dang it. Okay. Is it?
I think I got it.
I want to say this part too because it made me laugh today when I was listening to it. I stay blessed, but I might sneeze, and I ain't a rat, but I like cheese. Hell yeah.
Well, I knew it. I got money to be made. Best believe I'm gonna get it. I am making plays in my shorty Honda Civic. Hey. Yeah.
Yes, that's such a certified bop, bro. That is In a Minute by
Appreciate it.
Southside Nookie on Spotify and Apple Music,
Yep.
and a little bit more to it, but yeah.
YouTube.
He's everywhere. Check him
Amazon
out.
Prime. No, I'm just playing.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I don't have an
Okay.
official YouTube channel. I'm working on that now.
Good.
Most of my videos and things like that is kind of all over the place. If you type in my name, though, for the most part, they should pop up.
They do.
instantly.
I found some cool interviews and your songs with June the Kid and Ace P and everything.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out.
My boys. We also got a show August 19th, man. Make sure y'all come check us out. We're going to be at First Avenue, man. It's a whole bunch of us, man. Come check us out. It's going to be a dope time.
I'm going to put that on my calendar because I really want to see you guys.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Please don't miss that one. You're going to enjoy it. I promise you.
Hell yeah. Okay, so how do you go into writing? What's your process?
I am very sporadic. So
Okay.
I think it kind of depends on the environment. I go to certain studios and, I might have to get a song done with somebody.
Yeah.
I usually find myself working pretty fast in those type of situations. When I'm at home, I'm a little more lax. I have I ain't going to say it's a professional at-home studio, but, I think as an artist, we all got at-home studios where we, create. We got some on the fly we want to get out.
100%.
So I create there a lot. There I say I'm pretty more lax, I'm just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a dope idea that come across, I can just go record it, lay it down. But yeah, my writing is all over the place. I have days where I could put 3 verses down in 20 minutes, and then I have days where I can put 3 words down.
No, literally.
You know what I mean? So it's I think it just depends on the inspiration and what I'm trying to do. So if it's a song that I'm really interested in, then that's when I find the inspiration instantly. It falls out of me. Oh, I can do that. Boom. And then it's other situations where it be bro, I can't come up with nothing. I just don't have the drive right now, or whatever the case is. So I would say it's super sporadic, but I've had times where I wrote a whole verse in my head and remembered it and recorded it, and so it's my writing process is all over the place. Like I think I do a little bit of everything. I'm like
Yeah.
organized. I call it organized chaos.
Nice.
Like my mind is like organized, but it's
I
super
relate to
chaotic.
that.
Yeah, I'm like all over the place, but in my mind, I'm like definitely in the right place. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm all over the place with it.
So do you make beats, or like do you like reach out to somebody who sends you the beats and then you can like kind of write
So
to it?
essentially, I started making beats. I actually have a project. It should be on Apple. It's called damn, what? That project came out a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
So when I drop music, I have this weird thing of not listening to it no more.
Oh my gosh, no, same. Unless I'm
I
like
don't-
performing, like
yeah,
you know.
yeah. So it might sound bad as an artist, but I
No,
really
it's fine.
I really don't like my old music. Like I always try
Ooh.
to I critique it so much that I
Mhm.
don't like it. I don't know if
feel
that's a good or
that so
bad
hard.
thing.
No, I think that's totally normal. I
Yeah.
have a project like with a different band that I never really listened to, but I'll
Yeah.
always have a respect for like where I started.
Yeah,
but like
for sure.
I'm just like I can't listen to it because it brings back low key bad memories because
Same.
of the way it ended.
Mhm.
So I think it's totally normal.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But yeah, I did produce one of my projects. I did the whole thing. It's called 721 actually. Zeal. I'm tripping. It's
Wait,
called
what is
Zeal.
it? Okay,
Zeal.
okay.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
You're ready for your birthday to get here so that you can treat yourself, you know.
Exactly. Speaking of.
Oh yeah.
No, my birthday is in 7 days, July 21st, 721.
you go.
If any of you guys have been familiar with me, 721 is big for me. 7 letters, 2 words, 1 meaning, love you. You know, I stand
Oh.
on that. You know, love yourself, take care of yourself. You know, focus on yourself, be selfish. You know,
Yeah.
being selfish is usually sought out as a negative connotation, but really
Mhm.
is not, you know, especially when it comes to just your mental and, you know, just being there, you know, being present and in the moment. You know, you got to take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
And I know that from experience. So. But yeah. Back to the question. I did start produce. I ain't gonna say I started out producing, but like
Mhm.
I was rapping before I was producing. It was one of those things of where, you know, I was just in the studio and I'm like, man, okay, I'm getting these beats sent to me. They cool.
Mhm.
I like this one. I'm gonna rap to this one, but like, why can't I do this?
Facts.
So I just tested the waters and I was on YouTube. You know, that's like
Yeah.
everybody's Google. Well,
Oh,
for
yeah.
me, as far as music, that's my Google. Go
Same.
on YouTube, how I make this type of beat, how I make this type of beat, how I
that's
find
really
this,
smart.
how I find that, and then
Yeah,
I
do
just
that.
taught myself how to do it, and
Wow.
was like, well, let me make a project then. I made
Why
a
not?
project. So yeah, I know how to produce. I haven't been in that bag recently. It's been
Okay.
a long time since I produced anything. I have been thinking about getting back into it, but for the most part, I do have a plethora of dope producers. You know, that I rock with, you know, in the Twin Cities.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Yeah.
And yeah, man, shout out Rich Lee, shout out Ace P, Buddha Ty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of cats out here that's doing their thing for real. So
Wow. I agree. I've found quite a few people that I'm just like, how you do that? Bro?
Yeah,
Teach
shout out
me.
yeah, it's a lot of producers. Tech can
Yeah.
rap too.
There
St.
you go.
Paulian, man. He a St. Paulian, man. Yeah, he can
I love
rap,
when
man.
people have like multiple talents and you know them for
Yeah.
one thing and then they have this whole other bag that they're like, and you're like, how come you didn't tell me about this? You didn't ask. Like, you know what I mean?
literally.
It's
yeah.
so fun.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Super fun.
And going back to like when you're talking about being selfish and like taking care of yourself, how did you like come to the idea of like putting your self-care routines on TikTok?
I was bored at home. One. I definitely was bored at home. And it was one of those things where like I kind of was in a rut creatively. I was like,
Okay.
man, I don't really know what I want to do. Like with music, like, do I want to stop right now? And I was like, I got to find something to do. Like something that's going to just make me create. It don't even got to be
Yeah.
music. So I just started like scrolling through TikTok and seeing people create content, but it was like on their phone.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, you can create this type of shit on your phone? Like, you
Yeah.
don't need a actual camera?
There you
Like-
go. Oh yeah.
So I'm like, wait, let me see if I can do it. And then I just started, you know, playing around with the phone. And then a couple of homies was telling me, you know, giving me little bits and pieces of like just tips on like how to shoot angles, little apps on your phone you can use to make
Yeah.
it look more cinematic and stuff like that. So I was like, wait, I don't need a camera no more. Bad.
No, seriously.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a 2-for-1 because I was like self-care. I was big on self-care, but then at the same time I was being creative as well. So it was like one of those things like, wait, well, let me see if I can get some of these sponsors or something. You know what I mean? Right,
Yeah.
right. Money, money, money.
Literally.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I'm a content creator yet because I feel like I'm still learning, but
But aren't we all?
low key, if we look at it like that, yeah.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah,
say
you're
you're
right.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
you're a
I'm
content creator.
Content creator.
If I'm a content creator, you must be a
I'm a content creator or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
rapper, content creator, poet,
Producer,
producer,
human. You know what I'm saying?
Human.
Lover.
lover.
You know what I'm saying?
Take it all in. Wear those, you
That
know.
part.
Wear them proudly. Have you noticed? Have you ever been like? Does anyone like come to you and like make fun of you, or are they like very, you know, responsive and like appreciative of you taking care of yourself as like a black man and like two black men? Have they said anything? You know.
I haven't heard anything negative yet.
Good.
No, everything that I've heard has been more uplifting. Like, man, I'm trying to get like you. Or
Yeah.
what did you do? Or what's your face routine? And
Oh my God, I love that.
yeah. And to be honest, like, you know, as a black man, you know, I feel like how we was raised, like
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff was kind of frowned upon.
Exactly. That's why I'm
You
asking.
know, so it was like for me to be one of the guys that's doing it, and like for other black men to be like, man, that's dope. Like, I see you doing your thing. Like,
Yes.
how do you do that? Or, you know, what's the secret? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, let me give you the sauce then,
No,
player.
for
You know what I'm
real.
saying? So it's, to me, it's big, man. I think we need more. We need more people that's out here doing that.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just haven't found the space for it yet,
Okay.
where it's a lot of more, you know, black men doing it, or just men in general
Yeah.
that's doing it. You know what I mean? So
100%.
think
There's
it's dope.
nothing wrong with looking and smelling nice.
not at all. Not especially now. It's like 80
Oh.
degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Please don't be out there funky. Please
You're
don't.
like, if I have to stand next to you.
No, please, I got some cologne for you if you
Just
out
take
there
it,
smelling
just-
bad.
just
I'm gonna
take
help
it
you.
and, like-
I'm here to help.
That's hilarious. I'm like, thank you for your service.
So,
My gosh. Is there a song that you've written that still hits you like very much so emotionally today?
you know, it's funny. I just wrote this song probably like a month and a half ago. It's not released yet, but I made a TikTok of it
Yeah.
because it was so meaningful to me. There isn't a name for it yet because I'm featured on one of my friends' songs.
Okay.
But the verse that I wrote on that was like, yeah, it hit home. It hit
Okay.
home. I think it was more so about me just being more vulnerable as a man, a black man, just talking about plight and struggles and, you know, things that I've been going through recently. I feel like the state of hip hop is so braggadocious and sexualized and, you know, vulgar and violent. You know, you don't really hear too much about, you know, black men talking about like, you know, my car about to get repoed.
Yeah.
You know, I'm about to get evicted. You know, I'm behind on this, I'm behind on that.
Yeah.
I'm depressed. You know, I've been having suicidal thoughts, you know, so I touched bases on things that was very uncomfortable for me.
Yes.
And I know it'll probably be way more uncomfortable for other people who aren't too secure in themselves and expressing that. So,
Aren't you about to make me cry? And just
Oh,
like I
don't do
felt that.
that.
No, because I'm like. I can't wait to hear that just because, like, personally, I've been dealing with kind of the same thing. So I appreciate it, like, you as a person,
Yeah, thank
number one, and you as an artist, because I love, like, just being in the car listening to your music because I just feel
Thank
so,
you.
like, seen in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, especially when you're, like, rapping about things like that, and, like, people need to hear that. So if
Yeah.
anybody ever tells you they don't listen to them.
Nah.
They're faking because...
And that's the thing, to be honest. I was
Yeah.
kind of expecting that type of feedback, but the feedback I was getting was like,
Yeah.
from men at that was like, yo, we need more of this. Like, this is dope. And I was like, damn, okay, maybe I am doing something right. You know, because I was super, like hesitant on it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm about to write like that. But, you know, my homie sent it to me. He was like, the song was based around, like, not talking about your mom, but in a sense, like, speaking to your mom or, like, big up in your mom. So, you know, I don't know where I got the idea from, but I was talking to her, but it was also talking about what I've been going through. But I'm telling her, like, you know, I ain't giving up. Like, this shit finna work out, you know. So,
And yes, it will.
yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
I believe so. I'm a firm believer. And she my biggest believer, so
I
I
love
don't
that.
really got no choice.
So is mine. No, literally.
Yeah.
They will not let you go over.
Nah, my mama ain't
Like,
going.
You're like, or like you tell them something, and they're just like, who I gotta be, like, for real. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm like sorry to the person I told on, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
My
sure.
mom quick with that. She do not play.
No, for real, bro.
She do not play.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, that's my best friend.
We're
my
like
best
twins. I don't care. Like, because
It's the cancer.
it is.
It's the
I love
cancer
my
in
mom.
us.
Is your mom a Capricorn?
It's Gemini.
That's okay too. Mine's a Capricorn. Like,
yeah.
I
love
wonder what that's like.
Capricorns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aren't they so sweet?
They are.
Yeah. Me making a weird ass noise. Oh, I've noticed that you're okay. I don't know if we mentioned on here that you're from Chicago yet. I don't think we did. So I'll start by saying I always see you today. You're not wearing it, but whatever. I see you wearing the White Sox cap, which made me remember when I saw you at Gladiator School that you're from Chicago. So can you tell us a little bit about your journey here, where you came from, how you got here?
Yeah, so I grew up on the low end of Chicago, the south side, 47th. We stayed on 35th and King Drive. It was all up and through there. It was a very rough upbringing. My grandfather used to be under the L, and I used to see nothing but crackheads walking around, picking through the grass like they was trying to find bread, like birds. It was pretty.
Oh wow.
It's pretty rough, but as a kid, I didn't really understand.
Yeah.
So I thought it was just normal. But it was very traumatic as I got older and realized, like, yo, I'm kind of used to shit that I shouldn't be used to. Oh. Like, this is very traumatic.
Right, no, literally. Yes.
But yeah, like growing up, it was good and bad. You know, I think that's with anything. I love basketball. I always loved music. My first favorite soundtrack probably was Godzilla. I just remember that one song with P. Diddy in it. Okay. I used to be doing backflips in my bed, listening to that soundtrack. Armageddon too. That was probably one of my favorites too. There was a couple songs on there that slapped, to me at least. Yeah. But yeah, like I always had a thing for music. Like you can ask my mom. Like I used to be singing in the back of the car driving around. I don't know how I knew all these songs either. But yeah, I definitely had big hoop dreams when I was up there. Like I was hooping like crazy. I was fighting like crazy. I think Chicago kind of put you in that mindset. Yeah. Like you learn at an early age, like you got to know how to protect yourself. You gonna get ran over. Like you gonna get bullied all your life. So
no, for real.
It was like either get beat up or stand up for yourself. So it taught me to stand up for myself. My family, my mom, I should say, kept me very sheltered from the street life. Granted, I still was around it to a degree, so I kind of adapted and like knew the what to do's and what not to do's of that.
Do you think she instilled that within you?
Yeah, she did. But she taught me respect more than anything. Like,
I love that.
You got to be respectful, you know, have your principles and morals and things that you stand for, but you still got to respect the person you looking across from, you know. So I'm big on that. But yeah, I appreciate my mom too. I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never sold a drug.
There you
I ain't never been strung out on a drug. I ain't never been an alcoholic, any of that.
Shout out to your mom right now.
Shout out to OG. If you seeing this, baby, I love you.
Yeah, right.
Hold it down, B.O.B. Mama, I love you. No, but yeah, Chicago was to me it was a dope upbringing, but you know it also had its negative moments. You know, at a young age, I seen a lot of things that a war veteran probably would see going to war. I ain't gonna speak too much of it, probably get too crazy. But you can probably imagine in your head what I've seen, you know, shootouts, people being shot, things like that. So it just taught me that, you know, I could die any moment. So like I said, turning back to respect, like just treat everybody with respect.
Right.
Don't be acting crazy because you could be the next person that don't wake up. And it was this one situation too that really like put a lot in perspective for me. Kind of a cliche saying, but it like hit me like this is so true.
Yeah.
Like you could be here today and gone tomorrow. One of my uncles, I was wrestling with him one day, and we was just kicking it. It was a normal day. Didn't think nothing was gonna happen the next day, and then we get a call. He got killed. So it was like one of them things. Like damn. And I had to be like 10. So it was like I learned. Like I grew up quick, and I learned like I can't be playing with my life. So 13, I moved up here to Minnesota. We stayed on 36th and Nicollet in the Nicollet Flats. Moved up here, been up here ever since. Love the hell out of Minnesota. I pretty much tell people I'm from here because I feel like I am. I moved up here when I was 13.
True.
But, you know what I mean? I go to Chicago when I can, but this the crib.
This the crib?
Yeah, this the crib. But Chicago all up and through me, so pause. That sounded so bad.
No, because why did you just say pause? My dad says that so much.
That sounded so bad.
It's all up and through. It's crazy.
But no, Chicago, you got my heart. But no, Minnesota though for sure. Minnesota for sure. Southside.
Same, honestly. Like, I do have a love for Chicago, but I did get bullied, and I did go to high school with people who kind of sucked. But
yeah.
I have a lot of family there, and I love them so much. So that's why I could say the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think that's just Chicago. Chicago just teach you to have like tough skin and you know stand up for yourself because you know it's just something about that environment like.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like we like the hardest, but we just don't raise too many punks. Like everybody kind of got some type of chip on their shoulder. Like,
True.
You ain't about to play with me. Like, I'm not going for that.
I first met Nookie when I went to. You said okay. I have the poster. He just sent it to me because I had to ask him. This is when we
Shout
first
out to
met.
homie Mike Danks.
Thank you. It was his release show, Mike Danks' release show, Friends Live at the Legacy Building, February 10th, 2023.
Shout out to Legacy Building.
Shout out to Fancy and Emmanuel. Well, I always call Fancy and Emmanuel, but his stage name is Envy. But you know, shout out to Fancy and Envy. Sorry. I don't know why I always do. That's so weird to me. But yes, I met Nookie there, and he was telling everyone how he started off as a poet, and then he kind of got into rap. So that was a really cool night. Do you want to tell us more about how you got from poetry to rap? Was it an easy transition?
Yeah, it was. I don't think I was comfortable enough to do it, but yeah, once I got the hang of it, it was pretty simple. But yeah, so I grew up. My cousin, shout out to Takaya, if you watching this, shout out, cuz I love you. She was very, very intelligent, and I looked up to her a lot. She knew how to draw. She was in school. She was just like super smart. So she stayed in Calumet City. So I used to go out there during the summer and just kick it with, you know, my aunt and her other sister, Tiffany. Shout out to Deborah. Shout out to Tiffany. I used to go out there and kick it with them. And she used to just have me, like, reading the dictionary and, like, just learning, like, words.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just always was infatuated with words. I don't know why, but I just like words. Yeah. So the older I got, you know, I used to go to school and we had, I think it was an English class that I was in specifically, and it was we just got on the topic of like poetry and stuff. And, I was learning about like Langston Hughes and like different other poets and stuff like that. So I just started reading like how they used to write poetry. Yeah. I'm like, wait, that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Let me see if I can do it. So I used to just write poems, and then I became more of a man. Well, I ain't gonna say a man, a teenager, and you know. Hormones kick in, starting to like what you see. Like, let me write a poem to this nice young lady. But I was so shy that I never gave any of the poems that I wrote for women to women because I was so like nervous and like I didn't know how to approach women. Yeah. So yeah, I started initially there. So I used to just write poems for women, and then like it just grew into like a interest or more so of a hobby. And then this one time I was 19. I was still hoop dreaming big. I just fractured my knee. I was supposed to play basketball in Wisconsin. Messed that up with my knee.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it happens. I guess it was God. But yeah, my homie James. Shout out to James.
I love your shout outs. It's like I gotta get everybody. Hey, man.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, for real. He started all of this for me. He hit me up. Was like, bro, come through. We at my sister's house. You know, we kicking it. Come, spit something. I'm like, man, I don't rap. Like, I ain't finna come do that. I'll come kick it though. So it was around my birthday too. So we threw like a party.
7/21.
You feel me? We threw a party and was just kicking it. And he had, it's so funny. We had an ironing board, and then we had the mic. It was like a little like $5 mic. And then we had a tissue over it so our peas wouldn't pop.
That's so smart though.
Yeah. And we had the laptop next to it, and we recorded over. It was a Chris Brown instrument. It was popping. This one, Chris Brown. I mean, he still is doing his thing, but
he's
this one
good.
he was like on top,
Yeah.
like doing his thing. Pause.
Oh my god. Oh my. I'm like, you have to meet my father because this is unacceptable.
That'd be hilarious. No, but yeah. So I wrote to it and it was like terrible. Like I'm glad it's not on the internet.
I wish it was on the internet.
I'm glad it ain't. It was so terrible, but I heard myself through the speakers and like I don't know where, but these tears just fell and I'm like, what is this feeling? And I just got hooked. Like I was like, man, I gotta keep doing this. I gotta keep like, bro, bring this to my crib. Like let's fit. Like I was like hooked. So ever since then, the poet in me just turned into the rapper, and I started writing the beats every day. I used to just write. I ain't even used to hear a beat. I used to just write. So we get in the studio. I already had like a verse written, and yeah, it just I became a madman.
I love that.
Yeah. And it was I guess it was already written because I love words. And hip hop is nothing but words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rhythm and poetry.
I love that you know that too. Like that you had that, you know, that magnifying glass of like, this is what I love.
Yeah. So it I mean, I didn't see it at first, but it makes a lot of sense, you know, in retrospect, like damn. Like I always was reading dictionaries and big books with big ass words, and here I am being one of the dopest lyricists that you probably gonna hear in this world. Like, kind of mind-boggling sometimes.
Just like, hey, you know?
Yeah, right. Pat me on the back. Yeah.
But what means more to you, being the best or giving something to someone that means something that can help them?
I just want to help people, and I think upon doing that, I gotta be the best human. So I think that's more important to me. Like, just being the best human that I can be. I think that would follow into me making music. Yeah. That's gonna resonate with people that's trying to, you know, find, you know, their best self. So yeah, I mean the accolades, the love, I'm always appreciative of that, but you know, it's a lot of fucked up people that get a lot of awards.
That's true.
So I wanna be a great person to the best of my abilities and still get those rewards, you know.
Love you, man.
Thank you.
You're real for that, for real.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, what is it? Hollywood's, like, just freaking crumbling right now. So I think to, like, really want to be a good person and, like, have those accolades and have, you know, the ability to know that you're a good person on both ends is really cool.
Yeah, I take pride in that. Like, like I said, that's why I always start, like, I'm a human first. Like, you know, like, I want to be the best version of myself that I can be. Upon doing that, you know, there's gonna be trials and errors, mistakes you make. But, you know, I just try to lead with love and, you know, just make the best decision in those moments and, you know, just try to help people the best I can when I can, how I can. Yeah.
Okay, I'm giving you your compliment, and then we will continue.
Thank you.
How does it feel to have an unskippable discography? Because, like, I'm serious. Every song I listen to, I'm like, oh shit.
I think it's dope. You know, and you're not the first person to say that, so I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me because I be so in my head about a lot of these songs.
Yeah.
Like some of these songs, I got a whole folder full of shit that ain't came out yet.
I like to hear that.
You amongst the whole world.
Yes.
But I'm big on that. Like I'm super like I self-criticize like terribly. Like it's to the point where I'm learning to like just release, like just drop it, just let it out, like just give it to the world, let them have it.
Yeah.
Because I'm so big, I'm like, oh, I could have did that better. Oh, I should have tweaked that a little bit. I could have added this ad lib in there. Like I'm
Perfectionist, I suppose. Yeah.
I'm big on that. Like I take pride in all of that, and I'm sensitive, very sensitive about the music that I make.
You say, I feel that,
It's
bro.
that cancer, I'm trying to tell you.
It really is. I love meeting cancers because I'm like, I feel safe, bro. Have you ever felt yourself like getting a big head and then you're just like, wait, let me not be like that?
I think I only get like that when I'm making music. I don't get like that when I'm like reacting to just being around other people that's like uplifting me. I take it as love. I don't really take it as like, man, these niggas can't fuck with me. Fuck me. I don't do that. It's just I don't think it's in me to do that. Like, I just take it as like, oh, that's dope. That's like inspiring me to get back in the studio. I'm finna work way hard. I'm finna come up with some more dope shit. Like, I don't look at it like I'm finna be like big headed and man, these niggas can't fuck with me. I just put it in the song. I just put it in the song.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I suppose we gotta talk about this Kendrick and Drake. So whose side are you on?
This is so tough for me. One, because I'm a big Drake fan as well as a Kendrick fan. So it was like two of my brothers fighting. Okay. Like my big brothers fighting.
Yeah.
I had to go with Kendrick though. Had to.
Wait, I think I'm getting a flashback to asking you this.
I had to go with Kendrick.
Why?
Well, for one, I think Drake kind of miscalculated, or he didn't see Kendrick as a formidable opponent. True. And he had a lot of missteps from jump, from what I've seen. Yeah. It just seemed Kendrick was a little bit more on point, and I just feel like Kendrick just rapped better. I feel like a lot of Drake stuff was kind of forced, and then that AI shit kind of threw me off.
Oh, 100%.
Like, what made you bring Pac into this?
And
like,
Snoop was so left field.
I think Snoop neutral because he fuck with Drake.
Yeah.
But Kendrick the little homie. Though? But the AI, I ain't. Me personally, as an artist, like I wasn't digging that AI shit. Like
it was weird.
I don't need nobody writing my songs. I don't need, and I just feel like that's just opening the gateway for that. Yeah. For people to write and sound like other people.
I was so sad. I was like, please don't do that.
Yeah, like where's the originality going? You know what I'm saying? So it was a few things that I didn't like, but no, Drake did. He stood his ground.
He did. I do agree with that. He stood his
ground. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I.
He was kind of consistent too. But Kendrick showed why. And for people who don't know, I'm gonna tell y'all, cause like I said, these like two of my big brothers. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people know how all this shit started. Excuse me.
Ooh, tell us.
So Kendrick and Drake was already cool, right? Kendrick dropped the Control verse. He dropped the Control verse and said everybody's name. Everybody's name. Who was hot at the time. Nobody got butthurt about nothing that he said on that song but Drake. Drake took it personal. When Kendrick was just trying to rap, it was a competitive thing. Like, okay, who the best MC? Nigga, I'm calling all y'all out. Like, let's rap. Let's rap. That's all he was trying to do.
He just wanted a battle.
Drake took it as like, oh, all the stuff I did for him.
Oh my.
Fuck him. And it's like, bruh, he just wanted you to rap. Like, let's rap. Bar for bar, like song for song, like let's rap.
And Kendrick's a Gemini, so you just don't want to mess with that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't want to fuck with no Gemini. I grew up with one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it was like it started from there, right? And then Kendrick went on the BET Awards, and nothing was the same since they dropped Control. It took the sense of the rapper back in his pajama clothes. Like he just kept egging it on. Yep. And Drake went to Angie Martinez and was on an interview talking about, let's make it real if we're going to talk about that. And, So Kendrick like, man, fuck it then. So throughout those years, that was like 5-10 years ago.
Yep.
They just been
10.
throwing little subtle jabs at each other, you know, in songs if you're paying attention.
Sneak diss.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Little punches here and there, you know what I'm saying? And fast forward to here, we here now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The guy for real. We done start saying names and songs and shit now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to pick Kendrick, but yeah, Drake. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Drake ain't been fucking the game up for
That's
shit
true.
since I was in high school. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not finna take nothing away from Drake at all. Nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be sitting here lying, acting like I ain't listened to his music when I was waiting for all his drops. Same way I was
Okay.
waiting for Kendrick and all his drops.
I really liked Take Care and Find My Love, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
used to be into Drake for real, and then I did stop, like, to be honest, but then
Yeah.
all this stuff started happening. I'm just like, what's
Makes
going
sense.
on here?
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. We got a #1 hit song about somebody being foul.
But anyway, I've been looking into this too much just because I'll be at home, I'll be
Mhm.
chilling, and then it's on the YouTube,
You see it every day.
and I click when I see Kendrick. Not really when I see Drake, but like when I see Kendrick, and then Drake comes up, and then you know, and then I was like researching about Drake just because I was like, is he? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And then this whole rap stuff was happening. Family Matters was really good, but because Kendrick dropped
Meet the Grams.
Meet the Grams, that shit was dark. It was very
I
very
was
dark.
at home playing Call of Duty.
You knew where you were. That's what they're saying. People are saying.
Yep.
That's
my bro called me and was like, man, this nigga Drake just dropped. So we
Mhm.
just chopping it up.
Yep.
Like five minutes passed. He was like,
Exactly.
this nigga Kendrick just dropped. I'm like, what? He's like, bro, I'm gonna call you back. I'm like, yup.
I was sitting in my living room.
It was crazy.
It was amazing, but like so sad at the same time. 'Cause it's like they're really like tearing
This
at
is
each other. and, like,
history. This is
history in
part
the
of hip-hop.
making.
We are a part of history. And
We
I think
are.
us, like the age bracket in which we're in,
Mhm.
we were too young to bask in the beef with Nas and Jay-Z and
Yep.
like
I feel the same
artists
way. Yeah.
before that. Like we was kids. Like we
Yep.
was outside. Like we didn't.
True.
I mean, we knew about hip hop, but
Mhm.
we was listening to it on the radio. We wasn't
Yeah.
like students of the game.
Like we are now.
yeah. So it's like, yo, these are two people that I could say we both grew up with.
Mhm.
We both know about.
Yeah.
We've heard about them a crazy amount of times. Like,
This is exciting.
yeah, like what? We a part of history now.
History.
And to say that we make music now is even more crazy. Like, you
It's
know what I
a-
mean? So
It's a crazy time to be alive right now.
crazy time to be alive.
And like to be able to talk about it. Like, I don't necessarily envy kids in high school, but like this is a cool thing to write about.
That would be a cool thing to just sit at the lunch table and be like, man, you heard the new Drake,
Right.
you heard the new Kendrick, they going crazy.
I love when
Yeah.
I was at a show. I was at Cadence Records and Coffee. Shout out to you guys. I love you guys over there, Matt and Jeremy and everybody. And their playlist played Not Like Us, and me and Sincere. We went in there.
Shout
we were
out
like,
Sincere, my boy.
he's
Love
my
you,
boy
big
too.
bro. Love you, big bro.
I love you. I'm gonna talk about him in a second too. But we were in,
Yeah, for sure.
we were in there, and he came to support me at my show. Like, shout out to you again.
Dope,
But
dope.
and then that song started playing. And we're like at the same time, oh! And I was just like, thank you, Matt, for playing this song. And we just, my fiance there, Kevin Gamble, was there. I don't know if you know Kevin Gamble, but
That name
wanna-
sounds familiar.
I want to introduce you guys because I was telling him about you and how
yeah.
he makes insane beats, and I think that you would be great on all of them.
Would
But-
love to hear him. Yeah.
Yeah, and it made it
That's dope.
an incredible night. I wasn't necessarily having the greatest night, but like having
Yeah.
Sincere there and like having some friends there and listening to Not Like Us. I listen to that shit every single day because it just makes me feel like I can just punch people and
Mhm.
say the truth. But yeah, that's
Mhm.
such a good night because that song played. And then I was
Mhm.
like, Matt, hey, hit it again. And he did. And I was like, this shit is incredible, bro.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
But yeah, talking about Sincere, like, how'd you guys meet? And like, I love that you guys know each other. He's one of my greatest friends.
That's
so.
my big brother. So we met at Foot Locker. I started working. I started working at Foot Locker, and he was one of the OGs there. He kind of took me under his wing and was showing me the ropes. He taught me a lot while being there.
Yeah.
And then the friendship just grew bigger outside of work. Like he became like an actual like brother of mine.
Yeah.
And we used to just kick it. It was a lot of times I was younger. I ain't gonna say I was going down the wrong path, but I was ready to do like things that I probably would have regretted
Yeah.
if I did go through with him. And for some odd reason, I call him my angel to this day because he always there, or he always called me.
Wow.
Man, checking in on you, bro. How you doing?
Right?
It's like, damn, bro, I was just about to crash out. you had to call me.
It's like always there.
I'm telling you, like, it's by divine. It gotta be, because
Has to be.
whenever I promise you, whenever I'm about to do something real drastic,
Mm-hmm.
I call him Briscoe.
Yes. Yes.
I call him
Love
Briscoe.
that. You know who I was
But
talking about? I love that.
Yeah. But we gonna keep it sincere because he doing his
Yeah.
music thing. You
Hell
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Shout out my boy Sincere. But yeah,
At
he
the boy sincere
shout
on
out
all
to you,
streaming
brother.
platforms.
Love you, man. But he'd call me and just, man, bro, what's going on? It's like he know or something. Like something in his spirit just tell him to call me. I'm talking about every time. I even told him on the phone, like, bro, you gotta be my angel or something. I'm literally about to blah 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 blah. And he like, nah, man, we ain't gonna let you do that. So yeah, that's my brother, man. We done had so many long talks. You know, we cried together, we fellowship together. You know, that's my brother for real.
Wow.
Love him to death. I'll do anything for him.
Yay. I love hearing that. I love a lot of things, whatever. But yeah, like I'll be like really sad one day, or like on the verge of tears, or actually crying because I cry a lot, and I'll get a big text from him like, hey, I saw you doing your thing or whatever. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yep. Perfect timing every time. I promise
Every
you.
time, like every
Every
time.
time. I'm talking about every time. Any
It's like,
negative
who are
thought,
you?
Briscoe.
Yeah.
Ding. Needed
No,
it.
literally.
Needed it.
I didn't know
Needed
why
it.
you snapped, and I snapped too, and I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't mind ding. What's happening? What's wrong with me? How did you meet Righteous MC, and do you know his real name?
Yeah, Darius. I actually met him through Juice. Shout out to Juice.
Shout out.
He was telling me like, hey man, you heard of Righteous? I was like, nah, who was that? He was like, it's a dude. He from Chicago. Y'all damn near look alike. I was like,
The head
Word?
shape.
yeah, the head shape. Well, his beard is a lot thicker than mine. Bro got a nice beard. My beard kind of patchy. But, you know what I'm saying? It get the job done, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta get the angles.
Believe in
You know
your
what I'm saying?
beard.
You gotta get the angles. No, but,
That's right.
yeah. Bro actually hit me up on Instagram. I didn't know who he was. And I was like, okay. Oh, then I was like, oh, this who Juice was talking about. And then I can't remember when we linked up, but when we did, it was like, I knew this man all my life. Like,
Oh, that's so sweet.
yeah. And it became just from us doing music to us fellowshipping and like really sitting down and having like those grown men talks.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I was able to be vulnerable with him. He was able to be vulnerable with me.
Yeah.
So that's like another one of my brothers. Like I love
Absolutely.
him to death too. Like we always check in and, you know, make sure we doing good. Yeah, man, love that dude to death, man. Love him to death. We done had too many conversations. Like, yeah, he a great dude, man. Great father, you know, great husband, great friend,
Yeah.
you know, great brother. You know, I love that man to death. So shout out to Righteous, man. Love you, bro.
Shout out to Righteous. He's really nice. I
Yeah,
didn't really get a
amazing.
chance to talk to him because it was kind of like awkward because there were so many people,
So many people
at
yeah.
the last Gladiator School.
Yeah.
Volume, was that volume 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which volume were you
The
in?
first one.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
wait. And how did that come
Right.
together? Were you part of the process?
Yeah, he hit me up necessarily. I didn't know exactly what it was. You know, he started explaining to me like, yo, this kind of cold. Like ain't nobody doing this right now.
Yeah.
And now to see it like coming to fruition the way that
Yeah.
he expected, or probably even more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like big, and I'm super fucking happy for him. Like he's doing his thing,
Oh yeah.
you know, and I'm just grateful that he reached out to me and
Mhm.
you know wanted me to be a part of it. Like, man, I
Got
was
to.
blessed and honored. Yeah,
You're
I was
lucky,
blessed and honored.
bro.
Oh, I appreciate it. You know, I'll still be counting my blessings though, cause
Mhm.
you know that's like we were saying earlier. Like I
Yeah.
don't like getting big headed. Like it could be anybody.
True.
You know.
Where did it take place? The first Gladiator School.
It was on George Floyd Square. I forgot the name of the
Ooh.
establishment that they were renting out.
Okay.
I think they tore it down recently.
Mm.
Yeah. He told me about it and it kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was over there around George Floyd Square. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it was over there. The establishment was super dope too. Super artsy. When you walk in, it's like art pictures on the wall, and then they got stuff in the back as well too. Yeah, it was pretty dope.
So is that back in? It was back in 2020 then.
I
The
believe
first
it was
time.
around. Yeah, it was around that time.
Yep.
Yep.
Um, Did you participate in? I know you did for Volume 5. You kind of like made an appearance,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
cameo. Wait, side question. Was that off the dome?
No.
Okay.
No, that went off the dome. I call myself a human iPod. I got a lot. I know a lot. My songs and other people's songs in my head. Like,
were you doing someone else's song?
no, them are mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, them are mine. No,
no,
that
hold
was
on,
me.
like-
Nah, yeah.
If I do it live, it's gonna be
Yeah,
mine.
my song, you know what I'm saying? I'm right, my shit. No.
I love your style. It's very
Thank you.
true. You know what I mean? And like even the way that you say it, like the inflections in your voice and the
Yeah.
staccato that you choose to like use. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just it's encapsulating. It's very like mesmerizing. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
I appreciate that. I get a lot of comparisons though. People say I sound like Jay-Z, Jadakiss.
I like. I know people don't like to be compared, so if I had any comparisons,
Nah,
I would keep them in the vault.
I don't got no problems with it. I don't got no
You
problems
did
with
say
it
that
at all.
you get compared, but you didn't say I hate when I get. Yeah, that's
Nah.
true. You know, I don't know. Like
Especially people of that.
True.
Like what? Hove?
I would-
Somebody told me I sounded like Kendrick before. I was like,
that's what I was gonna say, but I didn't. You know,
See?
it's like
So I'm
the
like-
the preciseness of it,
Yeah.
but like the cadence of it doesn't really. You have your own. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
like you
for
definitely
sure.
have your own sound, and like it can be compared, but it's definitely
It's me.
when it's Snooki. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah. Yeah, and that's how I look at it. Like when people compare me, it's like, I mean, truthfully, those are people that I listen to and look up to. So
Yeah.
I mean, it would only make sense that probably some of my stuff is gonna sound like that.
yeah.
But it's also me. Like it's me. It's me in the flesh. It's Nucky, baby. It's Nucky.
That's right. Please let the audience know when you're gonna be performing next and where.
Oh, I'll be performing August 19th,
Mm-hmm.
1st Avenue, 7th Street,
Yeah.
and I got a show August 10th. Shout out to homie Samaj.
Shout out
It's gonna be at Palmer's Bar.
Palmer's Bar.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
That's
it's
the one
gonna be at
on
Palmer's
August
Bar.
10th.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
August 10th, Palmer's Bar.
Yep.
Be
You
there.
gonna rock out.
But yeah, is there anything that you want to leave the audience with before we go?
Just love yourself. I think that's the main thing, especially the world that we living in right now. You know how crazy it's getting. You know, presidents almost getting knocked off and shit. just love yourself, man. You know,
Yeah.
lean on the people that you got around you. Just gravitate towards them, and never lose sight of that. Because at the end of the day, that's all we really got is love. You know, all of this other shit is like extra. It's obsolete. We don't really need it. You know, I think humans just strive off of love, like genuine
Yeah.
love. So if you feel without or, you know, less of it, you know, just try to find it, you know, in people that you can trust and people that you genuinely love for sure. And just stick to that, man. I think that's going to make your days better. That's going to make their days better. And whatever it is you're going through with that love, I'm confident that you'll get through it.
Yeah.
721.
721. Did you make a song like that yet?
Not yet. I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Like I said, the vulnerable part of me is still fairly new.
Okay.
And being super open and honest about things. So I'm still working on it. I'm probably gonna see that number today too. I see 721 every day.
Every day.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. I see it every day.
Have you ever not seen it?
It's been days where or if anything, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
But like when I'm intentional about it, like I see it. Like I'll be checking somebody out at work or something.
And
The
you're like-
change would be $7.21. I'll be looking at somebody's license plate. It'll be 721. I'll see a phone number somewhere.
Yeah.
721. Like I see the number every day, or I'll just grab my phone.
Yeah.
721. I'm trying to tell you, I kid you not.
I believe you, bro.
not.
Like.
I kid you not. And I think it's my angels trying to tell me something. I'm still trying to figure out what, because I keep seeing it. So I'm clearly not understanding what they're trying to tell me yet.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to watch. Watch out for Nookie everywhere, but I believe he is going to do a poem. So make sure you check out that separate video. And we will see you guys in the next. Well, I will see you guys in the next video. But say bye to Nookie right here.
Much love, 721. You already know, Joe.
Who's Joe? No, I'm kidding. Bye.
Music Cat Liddy Mondays, Liddy Mondays, Liddy Mondays. With Jazzy Cat Liddy Mondays.